Gradually, over the last few years, I've come to realise that I've never really known who I am. Our sex life has dwindled over the last 7 or 8 years to nothing, for over 12 months, as I realise I've been playing a part for many years.
We might be having less sex, but desire, and dare I say it, lust, is still there. Sex as good as ever, even though maybe not as adventurous. Because, let's face it, when you are young and still living in your parents' homes, you have to take the opportunity when and where you can. Whereas now it's an issue. The excitement has to come from somewhere else, such as date nights and weekends away. Women are as sexually desiring as men, but there's still a taboo when it comes to women talking about their sex.
David Bowie's singing voice was so sweetly beautiful, he sounded interesting whatever he sang. But in my own career as a pop star, which has always taken place exclusively inside my head, I am blessed with the voice of Johnny Cash. Not sweet, not beautiful, but with a tone of command. Listeners are held captive even when they're already held captive in a Folsom prison. There was a song Cash sang near the end of my life that I now listen to often. It's called Hurt. The words are bleak. His phrasing lends with majesty. My empire of dirt seems to be saying that his life has come back. But we know you get
Beauregarde, Zoe calls her name, and she rather took me by surprise. She mesmerised me.
Hey, go to the dump. Go to the dump. Often I'll go, not necessarily with something in mind. I won't be yourself on there. You just go to the dump and you see what you get. My friend Dave Stiletto, he'd go to the dump with me sometimes and he'd say, "Oh, I hope I get Nintendo. Or I hope I get a new pair of dungarees." And perhaps not surprisingly, he wouldn't get what we had in mind, and because he came with these expectations, we become very disaffected. Very disappointed with the dump. A place which I was treated with a place I treated with reverence.
I don't always have to wear pyjamas anymore. Perfect ways of fine. I'm also not subject to holiday drama that sometimes upsets me. Inheritance sense that I'll miss money back Thomas with no nonsense. No strings attached. I do things that are totally out of character. Property bond has been great for me. Very erratically. It's like an anxiety saddle. But if it proved less than what we expected, anxiety saddle, it gave us a sense of security. The range is fantastic.
No, me mother said when me dad left, me mother said, I'll always love you, but I won't always like you. It stuck with me. Cause I goes, what about me dad? And she goes, it's as much the same thing. I'll always love him, but I no longer like him. you know. And I'll say, go credit. I know, me all this to me, I never worried. I never worried that I was loved, I took it as a given. But, if anything, I worried that I were liked, and that, I think it's affected me, growing up because, I always want people to like me and that, to go Bay City Rollers and that, my best friend Becky was into Bay City Rollers, and my second best mate Tara were also into Bay City Rollers. And then I had this other friend Kathy, and she weren't into Bay City Rollers. So Kathy said to me, "What do you think about Bay City Rollers?" And I said, "I like Bay City Rollers." And it seems daft, it doesn't seem like a big deal, but, now thinking back, I think I didn't really like the Bay City Rollers. I just wanted them to like me. Now Kathy hates me, so you can't win them all. Do you like the Bay City Rollers? Do you remember? Do you remember going out in Tartan? Do you remember going around in Tartan? Like you turn up to your trousers all in tartan, you look daft. At the time we thought we thought we looked that good. Going around town with a tartan turn-ups. Feels daft now thinking about it, doesn't it? At the time though, you didn't have your tartan turn-ups, you would have died of death, you would have, oh no, nothing now, didn't they? No, nothing now, did it? Because I haven't got my tartan turn-ups. Nothing could be more important in the world. I do, however, think a gay thing always been left in my life by my mother's general disapproval of me.
Oh, think on the Auntie Wank, guys are force of nature. Love wants to ask someone for the band who lives and works in a different town. He offers to sort out digs for them. The rest of the band live in digs nearby, but the new person is reluctant and puzzled, but too polite to say no. So Rob goes on and on until delusion fizzles out. He has a song called The Bigger Man. Sometimes you've gotta be the bigger man. It's about his brother and his dad. The World Cup football interrupted. It's just a pisshead's chance of the World Cup. Wherever they have guests, the guy always does the hot dogs. When he meets in HR for the first time, and you the new demo, I've got to tell every time I'm late. National Grid van driver, jeering toward the damp women, the tall pillock with the face shrubbery. Oi, you with the face shrubbery. He puts on those burlesque nights. He's in clover because of it. He's the sort of guy who thinks you got to fake it to make it. On the commute, the van opposite me, reading the Sun, the supplements kept falling out of the paper like confetti. A layer of crisps dusting on the furniture. Liberal, dementedly happy new fathers. Their only enemies are the hills on their weekend fitness frenzy.